bouncing off of each other, and Will and Doug and I and Vernon are all working off of each other, and that magic started to happen. And it was, you know, I don't pick favorites on any record, but this was as close to the sort of vibe we got when we first started, that in terms of recording it and writing this album.
Yeah. And it's a great record, folks. You've really got to pick it up. You know, it's on iTunes, and we'll put up a hard code link to it as well on our site. Want to switch gears here for just a second, Corey, and talk about some of the other things that Corey Glover is. If you go way back, I mean, go past Platoon, of course, you were in that. Jesus Christ Superstar was the thing that really interested me, because that was kind of like you're on stage, like you are as the frontman for Living Colour.
Right.
Is it different? Is it the same? Kind of tell us a little about your spin on Jesus Christ Superstar, and do you see yourself doing that type of thing in the theater again? Oh,
definitely. I'd love to do that again. I definitely want to do it again. But doing that show, you know, the history of Superstar for me is a big one. You know, when I was a kid, my parents took me to go see Jesus Christ Superstar, the movie, in movie theater, and it sort of changed my perspective on what I wanted to do with my life. Really, like, I saw the show and was like, wow, I want to do that. I want to be that. The guy playing Judas is amazing. I want to do something like that. I want to be a rock singer. As a singer, I want to sound like that. As an actor, I want to be that intense. And that was a show that sort of did that for me. And so, come full circle, I'm working with Ted Neely from the movie.
Right.
And I'm on stage with him, and it's just the most intense thing I've ever dealt with. And, you know, my history is of acting and of the theater. Like, I started out in theater as a professional. I was a professional actor as a kid from, like, the age of, like, 13. I was doing commercials and doing off-Broadway and in theater companies, and went to school for acting. You know, singing was sort of like was sort of an afterthought.
Right.
So it was a culmination of all that stuff, and doing that particular show, and it was a touring company, so it was sort of like in my comfort zone. I knew what that was about, being on tour, but it was completely different because I had to do it 8 days a week.
Right.
You know, 8 times a week, I should say. You know, five shows during the week, 3 shows on the weekend. So it was, that kind of intensity was very different. It was very different than what I was used to, but at the same time, very familiar. So it was very, very interesting, and I'd love to do it again. I'd love to, maybe not Superstar, but some other show, and be on the road doing a show, sitting down to do something on Broadway. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring that up for our listeners, because, you know, a lot of them might just know you from Living Colour, and certainly all the great things that you've done there. But I watched Platoon the other night, man, and you look young in that.
I was young in that. I was very young. You know, all that stuff was like 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
Really?
Right. Yeah. It's.
Yeah. I did. Platoon was like in the mid '80s, and I was like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride. I told Kevin that I wasn't going to keep you long, Corey, and I really meant that. I just wanted to highlight for everybody.
It's fine. What's happening is weird. I'm on my way. I'm showing you how what's been going on in my life. I'm on my way to go pick up my son from pre-K. So it's fine.
This is how talented Corey Glover is, folks. The acting, the stage, the music, and he can drive through downtown New York City while he's talking to Big Robbo on the telephone. We just wanted to hit on the chair in the doorway for everybody out there, Corey. Thanks so much for sitting down with us. The new album is excellent. There is a show, and I promised Kevin that I would say this, and Kevin is an ultimate pro. When you talk to him next time, Corey, please tell him thank you so much. There's a show October 30th, 9 o'clock, the Highline Ballroom in New York City.
Highline Ballroom.
Yep. So you Boston folks that are on the site, you Jersey folks that are on the site, I don't care. If you're from the South, if you're from my home area of North Carolina, get up there to see Living in Color in concert, because it's just something that's phenomenal. They still bring it. I saw them at Rocklahoma a couple of years ago. It was insane. Big stage. The Highline Ballroom, of course, is a real cool venue. So October 30th, 9 p.m. Highline Ballroom, Living Color. Get your tickets. They're $25 and get there. Corey, I want to get you for 1 second after we hang up the call here, but I promised myself and I promised the guys here in the office that I would ask this. I hope you don't get upset. It's
about Danny Glover, isn't it?
No. When you go into your closet, in the very back there, hidden away, do you have the yellow body glove spandex suit?
I do. It's what I affectionately call the back closet. It's like where I have my all of my costumes. Yes, it's still around. I've not lost it. It's actually in the storage closet, and will I ever break out again? Probably not.
Corey, this has been a real pleasure and honor for us. We appreciate you taking the time. Let me get you for just 2 seconds after we hang up, but I just want to tell you in front of everybody out there that's listening and everybody that's going to read this, everybody that downloads the podcast off of iTunes, this has been a real pleasure and honor for us, and we appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Thanks.